Hello there. I am about to show you a video by Anarcho-Capitalist YouTuber Mr. Dapperton. This one is called The Simpsons Anti-Trump Propaganda! Exclamation mark! So, you know what, I think I'll just dive right into this one. Maybe I'll explain who I already explained who Mr. Dapperton is. You know what The Simpsons is. We'll just see what I can say as I'm watching it.
Just so you know, the left can't meme. They're unimaginative, bitter people with no sense of humor. And all their memes tend to be a wall of text, like this, or this. This is seriously what it's honestly like when reading a leftist meme. When you're 20 pages into chapter 2 of a leftist meme and ask OP when the punchline comes, and he says, "We get there when we get there." You won't believe this, guys, but in the 2020 episode of
Okay, Mr. Dapperton. First off, all leftist memes are like that. I think that's very... I don't know, that's a pretty broad statement. You take a few cherry-picked examples. I mean, those memes, I'm pretty sure those weren't made by leftists. In fact, you know what? I think I'll just show you a few leftist memes right now. Yeah, those memes. They weren't long-winded. They weren't just a wall of text. And you can find them at Anarcho-Capitalist Memes on Instagram. I'll link it in the description. And Richard, by the way, the demigirl running Anarcho-Communist Memes is actually an old friend of yours, Guerrilla Enby, or Guerrilla Radio, from when you interacted with her. And so anyway, what's your beef with the Simpsons? Oh, and almost forgot that last meme was from me. I made that one up. Kind of proud. Anyway, what's your beef with the Simpsons?
Treehouse of Horrors for The Simpsons. They give 50 reasons why you shouldn't vote for Donald Trump. Yeah, they get that political. And they tell you, yes, you, how to vote. A lot of nerve coming from a TV show that's supposed to just entertain.
Come on, Mr. Dapperton. I mean, have you even seen an episode of The Simpsons? The Simpsons has always been upfront with its politics. Did you forget about the episode where where Homer Simpson gets into a fist fight with George H.W. Bush? I mean, how many digs did they take toward? I mean, how many digs did they aim at President Clinton or George W. Bush? I don't remember them taking too many digs at Obama, though. But to be fair, Matt Groening is a liberal, and yeah, honestly, I haven't seen too much of post-season 25 Simpsons. The most recent was probably... I don't think it was this Treehouse of Horror, but maybe it was the one before it, where they did a parody of Split and Jurassic World. It wasn't very good. But yeah, The Simpsons has always been up front with its politics. I mean, they have Bill Clinton say, "Well, I'm a pretty lousy president," and like in the That 90s Show episode, it ends with Marge and Homer, talking more shit about Clinton, and they end with, "There will never be a president worse than Clinton." And I think the joke is that George Bush Jr. was even worse than Bill Clinton, which I'm not too familiar with Clinton's administration, but I do know that George W. Bush pretty much okayed a genocide, which is, I don't know, pretty fucking bad. But your issue with The Simpsons going political? Sorry man, Simpsons has always been political.
Let's see. I know who I want for all the judges and propositions, but president, that's a stumper. Can I write in Judge Judy?
You're hesitating over president? Dad, by all that's decent, how could you forget everything that's happened the last 4 years?
So Lisa is stupid now. I guess she's always been a Democrat, but I didn't know she was this stupid, that she would fall for all the media's lies.
Has Lisa always been a Democrat? Can minors participate in the Democratic Party? I've no idea. But to claim that she's always been a Democrat is something of a misnomer. She's pretty much always been a liberal, if that's what you meant. Yeah, at least you know that much about The Simpsons. But, okay, what lies has been said about Trump's presidency?
Oh, not sure what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. Well, that one was just funny.
Now, as you can tell, these are all about Trump specifically. Like, these are 100% about Trump. And to no surprise, the vast, vast, vast majority of them are all false. Like, he never called white supremacists fine people. He was just simply saying that at Charlottesville, all the Republicans there were considered white supremacists, when all of them weren't. Some of them were fine people. That's all he was saying. And the one claiming that he said that Mexicans are rapists, he never said Mexicans were rapists. He said illegal immigrants, some of them, are rapists. And that's 100% factual. Some of the illegal immigrants coming in are in fact rapists. He never said anything about Mexicans at all.
Oh wow, that was incredibly stupid, Mr. Dapperton. Yeah, Trump did later go, and I'm not talking about the white supremacists, they should be they should be condemned. But that was after he said that white supremacists were fine people. He was basically pushed into saying that to save face. I mean, Shaun did a really good video, like talking about the Trump's comments about Charlottesville. I think I'll just link that in the description because I don't want to dwell on this part too long. But going on about, yeah, Trump did call. Okay, like you're just playing into semantics when you say like Trump said illegals were rapists. He didn't say Mexicans were rapists. When Trump says illegal or immigrant, he's playing into the fear of like Mexicans or brown people. And he did say he didn't say most of them are fine people. He said they're thieves and rapists, and some, I assume, are decent people. I mean, that was incredible. I mean, these things have been like debunked 1,000 times before. I can't believe that this person is still spreading this blatant misinformation.
That was bad. That was worse. Someone made that up.
Guys, this is so unimaginative and unoriginal and lacking sense of humor. It's unbelievable, to be honest.
I'm basically going to agree with you here. I mean, modern Simpsons has fallen pretty far from grace. I think the best modern Simpsons episode that I think the last good episode of Simpsons that I saw was actually fairly recently. I think it was from like season maybe 25. It was kind of a subversion of the usual Treehouse of Horror formula. It took place right before Halloween, and it was pretty fun. There was they did a parody of one of the songs from Rocky Horror. It was a good episode. You should watch it. Everyone should watch it. But yeah, I do agree with you. This isn't particularly great.
Like, seriously, what's the punchline here? It's just a wall of text. The show has reached new lows all the time over the years, but this is definitely the lowest it's ever been. This is just criminally unfunny. And at the end, he votes for Biden. But it doesn't say Biden, because they're not naming people, but you obviously know who they're talking about. They're obviously talking about Trump and Biden, because they say that he only paid $750 in taxes. That's obviously Trump they're talking about.
Yikes.
And you're not going to challenge that? I mean, you are an anarcho-capitalist, to my understanding. I mean, if you're not, I'm sorry. You're obviously a reactionary, though. Obviously.
Hey, I gotta do something. Who are you gonna make fun of now, late night comics?
I mean, a wall of text is the best they could do. Oh my god, I still can't believe that. Even these professional writers at The Simpsons who are leftists, who get paid unspeakable amounts of money to write, can't meme. Because leftists in general can't meme. All they can really do is just regurgitate what they've heard from mainstream media. That's all they can really do. But as far as thinking out of the box and coming up with something creative, original, or funny, they just can't do it. They can't. Alright, that's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Goodbye.
Well, I'm letting you know what I think through a response video. But you characterizing the modern writers of The Simpsons as leftists, I know, I find that highly suspect. I think at most they're just liberals, because, like, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but liberals and leftists aren't the same thing. Liberals are pro-capitalist. Sometimes they want laissez-faire capitalism, sometimes they just want regulated capitalism. Leftists want to... Well, I'm pretty sure leftists want... Okay, I guess some leftists are... I don't know, I guess if you want to call really, really progressive liberals leftists, fine. There are some leftists that are social democrats, but I don't buy that. To be a leftist, you have to be anti-capitalist. And I'm pretty sure that the modern Simpsons writers are not leftists. I don't think they're communists or anarchists or Marxists. Or I'm pretty sure they're just like milquetoast liberals. And you saying that the left can't meme, they just show a wall of text. I mean, okay, are you gonna show some actual leftist memes that actually prove your point instead of those memes that were definitely not made by leftists? Because I showed you a few that were made by Anarcho-Communist Memes on Instagram, or Guerrilla Enby on YouTube. You know what, I'll pimp her shit in the description as well. I'm not going to defend modern Simpsons in terms of, like, I'm not going to defend the modern Simpsons as a TV show at this point, but you bitching about the Simpsons being leftist propaganda. It's always had a liberal leaning to it. I mean, come on, man. Don't you know anything about the Simpsons? Well, anyway, that was Mr. Dapperton's reaction to the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror clip. And yeah, I thought the guy definitely doesn't know anything about the Simpsons. So yeah, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. Check out the links in the description to Anarcho-Communist Memes, to Guerrilla Enby, and that one video by Shaun debunking the whole Trump didn't say that white supremacists were fine people. I should really end this video now. Sayonara.